Well, Pompeo just got off the phone with Kim Jong-un and said, "Are you ready to come to the negotiating table?" He asked Kim. You know what Kim just said? "I will never give up my nukes because that is my security guarantee and my security blanket." There you go. Like I've been saying all along. Kim the Hawsong 15. That's right. You gotta build up your Hawsong 15s, dude. Leave Kim alone. Give him his fucking shit back. The poor fucking country. People are starving to death. Who gives a flying fuck, dude? He ain't gonna fire no fucking nuke at you, Pompeo. If you really piss him off, he might, but he probably won't. He was supposed to fire an ICBM fucking yesterday, and I think Xi Jinping, like I just reported on, got on the phone and was like, no more ICBMs flying around over fucking Japan, because he does not want America in his backyard. China does not want us in there, dude. They already got enough problems with America in the South China Sea, but that's a whole nother story. You don't own the South China Sea, so you sail away, America. Sail and park your destroyers right in Taiwan's harbor just to say, fuck you to Xi Jinping. You're lucky I'm not your president, because that's exactly what I do. And right now, you know what else would be going on if I was your president? Those terrorists in Idlib and Aleppo, like I just reported on, dead. I'd have them murdered so fucking fast. Oh, fuck yeah. I'd be like, hey, you want to team up? All right, I'll bring my A-10 Thunderbolt. Yeah. The big heavy hitter. I'll bring my B-52s, the M's, with the regular bombs. 70,000 pounds of bombs, dude. And I'd have a whole fucking fleet of them motherfuckers go over like fucking World War II. Indiscriminate fucking land waste to your fucking city bombing. Bam, 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 dude. Oh yeah, but first I'd open up the fucking corridors and I'd have that opened up. All right. Whoever wants to live can live. Whoever's gonna die is gonna die. And that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. So, but there you go. Kimmy. Fucking, you're funny. Kim Jong-un. I told you, Trump, you ain't gonna give up shit, dude. Would you give up your nukes, Trump? Would you give up your security blanket? You give up yours. That's what Kim told him a few months ago. Yeah, I'll give up mine if you give up yours. And Trump's like, yeah, whatever. So there you go. He ain't going to give up his shit either, Pompeo. So just get used to it. Don't even think about doing no fucking strike on him. You got enough problems over there with Iran right now. You got the fucking hand of God over there. You know, I was sitting on the shitter taking a shit the other day. And I was like, well, not the other day, the other hour. And I was thinking, how many fucking nukes are really aimed at Salami right now? And I sat there and I was like, all right, 48. That motherfucker's got 48 missiles aimed at him. They're all nukes. Those are just the nukes. You're in deep shit, Salami. But this is the way it was with North Korea just a few months ago. Remember that shitstorm? Remember the fire and fury speech? And my button works. And my button's bigger than yours. And oh, fuck, here we go. Well, I know Kim's button works. You know, his missiles are not nearly as deadly as ours. But he'll never fire a nuke at us unless we start some shit with him. And like I said, all you got to do is it just takes one Hwasong 15 perfectly placed over the center of the U.S. and EMP our ass. An electromagnetic pulse shuts down all electronics, your cars, anything, and everything is shut down. Planes falling from the skies. All planes. See, when people think about a nuke, they think about, the heat, right? The heat. Yeah, well, I think about the heat too, but those are the people that are right next to the blast. But it's the EMP that you got to worry about. That's what we got to really worry about when Nibiru reaches perigee, when we lose power and we have asteroids falling down all over Earth, knocking out our fucking power grid. Then you're going to have all these nuclear reactors not being cooled down, and everybody, all these scientists are going to be like, what do I do? What do I do? Boom! So if you live next to a nuclear power plant, it's probably not a good idea if you try to survive Nibiru. Do not live on the coastlines. Do not live next to an active volcano. Do not live on major fault lines. Especially fault lines, because that's just going to open right the fuck up when Nibiru really fucks us up whenever it decides to do that. 21, 23, who knows? Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Only God knows. That's the way I look at it. I'm never going to be that kind of guy that's going to give you a bunch of false news and say, okay, well, it's going to be this exact day just because Russia said so. I don't know. Who knows? Anybody can be wrong. You know what I mean? Your mathematical equations could be slightly off, or, the last thing I heard is Nibiru speeds up and slows down, and it goes from clockwise to counterclockwise, and every 40 days it's drawing closer and closer and closer, according to NASA. So it's getting closer. It's orbiting it's in the outer solar system right now, and it's orbiting our fucking sun. It's coming in. It's like a fucking comet coming in, but it's being slowed down by the sun's magnetic field behind it. Because the sun is a hell of a lot bigger than just this little brown dwarf that's only 4 times the size of Earth. To us, that seems big, but to the galaxy, this brown dwarf Nibiru is actually not that big. It's cool because it's like its own solar system. It has its own moons and everything else, dude. It's kind of cool. They call it the planet of the crossing, and it actually is I've seen some still images of this thing, infrared images that were old images of Nibiru, and it was like the shape of a cross, and it's coming from the Orion, so that's kind of freaky. What does it say in the Bible? Where does wormwood come from? The Orion, right? Yeah, the Orion, because that's where Nibiru is coming from. Out of all constellations, out of all the fucking constellations out there, right? It has to come from the Orion. It has to be biblical. Well, it is what it is. So, I just report the fucking news, but, yeah, I don't know. We're going to see what happens over there in Iran today. I don't know. Hopefully he gets on the phone with Trump and makes a phone call. But, this phone call between Kim and Pompeo, just give it up. Just give it up. He'll never give up his nukes, Pompeo, you stupid fat bastard. He needs those fucking things, dude. Hello? He's a fucking autocratic dictator, you dipshit. How do they stay in power? How do autocratic dictators stay in power? With the iron boot. And then they have jails and gulags. That's why you don't fuck around in North Korea. So, what a biblical day. What a crazy day to be alive. Just like yesterday. Just so much shit going on. So, but at least Kim Jong-un did not fire his ICBM, so we'll give him that. I thought we were going to have a bird in the air, dude. I'm like, oh, great. I hope this thing splashes down before it hits fucking Japan or after it hits Japan. So at least they didn't fire one, so that's good. Will they fire one now? I don't know. I hope not. They really want their ship back though. Just give them back their fucking ship, dude. You can't just seize their fucking ship, dude. These people have nothing. You know how hard it probably was to get all that fucking coal and everything else from that country because it's so impoverished. It probably took them 20 times longer to get the coal out of the ground and get it on that ship than it does in the United States of America. So they go through all that hard work to get all this coal on that ship, and then there you go and you fucking rob it from them. When they're just trying to sell it to China and trying to get some money for whatever, whether it be food or whether it be arms or whatever, it's probably food. Because I think he knows that his people are starving. Kim knows that. I don't think he's that stupid. And, does he care? I know he knows. I don't think he gives a damn that much, but I know he does. He's got to feed somebody something, right? He wouldn't even have a country. He wouldn't even have an army. He's got a huge army. His army's way bigger than ours, but it's a different kind of warfare over there. The what they're trained to do and how they're trained to fight. Those fuckers are crazy, dude. They're psychotic, man. You should see their special forces over there, dude. They like throw bricks over their heads and stuff, crack fucking bricks with their fucking forehead, and they're nuts, dude. They're fucking hardcore, dude. They were raised since they were sucking fucking milk out of their mommy's titty, dude. These motherfuckers were getting trained mentally and physically for this fucking job of being just a ruthless, and I mean ruthless soldiers over there. And the one crazy thing about North Korea, this is why you don't invade North Korea. Get this. It's because they have the world's biggest supply of chemical weapons. You thought it was the U.S.? Nah, I thought it was the U.S. No, I was wrong. It's North Korea. And the whole fucking country is underground cave complexes. Well, the United States, military is trained to fight in the sand right now, right? The sand in the jungles. They're not trained to fight in fucking trench warfare. So this is the new thing that the Pentagon's trying to come up with. That's they're talking about a few months ago, was possibly putting through soldiers through trench warfare to invade North Korea. If they ever needed to invade North Korea, it would be a bloodbath beyond recognition, and I don't think we would win. I know Kim would die, and a lot of his heads of state would die. But would America actually win that war? Probably not. It would just go on and on and on. It'd be a bloodbath. It would be so bloody within the first couple days that the American public would lose their stomach for it, and they wouldn't want anything to do with it. There would be fucking soldiers laid to waste over there, coughing up their fucking guts, and their skin melted off, full of fucking biological weapons. Dude, they'd be launching fucking VX at them and everything else, dude. And I'll tell you, those gas masks, yeah, they're nice and all, but what are you gonna do against VX? VX fucking, and it makes your skin melt off. You spasm so hard, you spit your own fucking guts out. That's after you fucking break your own back because you're coughing so fucking hard. And then you end up in a little fucking jar no bigger than the phone that's in my hand right now. Do you think America's got the fucking stomach for that? Probably not. This is why you don't attack North Korea. Because you can win the war. You'd ultimately win because Kim would be dead. But you wouldn't eradicate all their forces. Nah. How many U.S. soldiers want to go head-to-head in a cave complex with North Korean troops? You thought they were crazy in fucking Vietnam, dude. These motherfuckers are insane. That's why you just leave North Korea alone. Just leave them alone. Let bygones be bygones. Give them back their fucking ship. If they want to fire missiles once in a while, just say, just don't hit me. That's all I ask. That's all you got to do. That's why I wish I was the president, dude. I would fix so many things around this fucking country that is so fucked up. Especially our healthcare system. And the fucking FDA. I really don't like the FDA and how much they charge people for prescription costs and drugs. That's bullshit. I would eliminate that, dude. I would go after that. I would make it so pretty much everybody would get cheaper health insurance. And I would create more programs out there like Healthy Steps and stuff like that. So that way parents, that are poor, but not just poor enough to be able to, they afford a little bit, maybe like $20 a month for health insurance versus free, because that's like, Medicaid and stuff. And Medicaid's a wonderful thing. Don't get me wrong. I've had my kids on Medicaid before in the past, and, because, things arise and sometimes people lose jobs and they just don't have any money. And, hey, it happens. It's just life, dude. You just deal with it. I just take life day by day, So, I don't know. It's crazy days we're living in. I just, I got to wrap this video up here, but I don't know. We're going to see. But as of right now, Kim was not going to give up his nukes for nothing and nobody. So just leave Kim alone. All right. Love y'all.